What's up, and welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session. And today, we're going to be talking about Rashaad Coward, the left guard, right guard, interior offensive lineman that the Stills had recently signed. He played with the Chicago Bears a year ago. So, as we always do, man, we're going to break down a couple of plays with him, but we'll start off with this one. Play it at full speed. After that, we'll slow it down. But here he is on this play at left guard right here. All right. So as we get this thing in slow-mo, biggest thing, man, with Rashaad, which I like on this play right here. Remember, he's a former D lineman, okay? So just giving you a little bit of backstory on him. Former D lineman, converted to offensive side of the ball. Has played left guard, right guard, and tackle. But on this play, it's just a outside toss, right? You see a little toss play right here. He's going outside. So for Rashaad, his job is going to be to capture 47's outside shoulder, right? He's zone blocking, okay? So you see the zone step. And from there, good job trapping that outside arm. But then continuing to keep his feet moving, right? Keeping his feet moving, keeping his body attached to him as close as possible without holding, right? That's the other thing. You never want to hold on a play like that. Now, in terms of the finished product of the running, the run itself, don't worry about all that. They got a lot of issues up front. But for this play, Rashaad is definitely doing a good job right here in terms of sealing this, getting to this linebacker's outside arm and ultimately make sure he's not a factor. Bumps him on the way to get to here. That's what his job is supposed to be right here. But the big thing for Rashaad, he's got to do it consistently. Consistency is going to be his thing. That's going to be, his determining factor of how good he can be or how, much he'll struggle. He has plays where he looks really good like this, and then he obviously has plays where he doesn't look so good. But as a whole, this is a very young player in terms of being an offensive lineman. Doesn't have a ton of experience of it, but as a whole, I like the mentality. Good finish right here. Making sure that guy can't be a factor in this play. As a whole, you love to see that right there. Check. Good work right here, big fella. Good work. Need that. All right, now on this play, we're going to get a chance to see the big man pass protect right here. All right. So, here. Oh. Shout out to that circle right there. Anywho, that's him at the left guard spot. We'll play it in full speed, and after that, we'll break it down. All righty, let's get this thing going. So, what I first like is the fact that he vertical sets right out the gate, right? Understanding where his positioning is. He knows this guy has a little bit of an inside leverage on him, so he knows he has to protect that gap, but he can't chase that. If you chase that down too much, obviously this guy will be able to go outside of you. So that's what a vertical set is important, right? So once this ball eventually gets snapped, thank you, Nick Foles, to snap the ball. All right, now you see him with the vertical set, and then what does he do? Nice punch right here, right? Doesn't overextend himself either. You see helmet stays out of it. All right, good punch. Still has a good base, and now he can readjust for the counter rush. The thing that you have to understand, man, as an offensive lineman, if you get too top heavy, the counter will kill you, okay? When Rashaad punched right here, if he drops his head, he'll have a good initial blow, but after that, this D lineman is going to be able to adjust off of that. You see the spin move that this D lineman was coming with. He was already preparing for a counter, but because Rashaad kept his head out of it and kept his feet moving, he was able to make that spin null and void, man, and just eliminate, 93 from being a factor on this play right here. But as a whole, good footwork, good hands, and also, like I said, good vertical set. It starts with this set. He doesn't try to jump him. No, We're going to set vertical, man. Make him come to you. Understand what he's trying to do. And now just dance with him. Show those former D lineman feet, all right? We always say D linemen got better feet than offensive linemen. Make it look that way now that you're over there on the other side of the ball, big fella. But as a whole, man, good job just adjusting, moving, finishing the play right here, man. You like to see that. And we just got to see more of it. That's the big thing. Anytime you watch Rashaad, more consistency, more consistency. You'll see plays like this where it flashes and it gets you excited. but you got to see it a lot more often. But as a whole, I definitely like some of these things that I'm seeing on tape from Rashaad. All right, now it's time to see the big man move in terms of his pulling ability. But before we go any further, if you're here still, man, you know you like what you're seeing, man. So make sure you subscribing and liking the video while you're at it, all right? But as we do, man, circle where Mr. Rashaad is. There he goes. Play it in full speed. After that, we'll slow this thing down. All righty. So for Rashaad right here, man, we're seeing him be a front side puller. Now, what I mean by front side is just because he's to the play side, right? In terms of the strength front side of the formation, all right? So it's outside pull, strong side, right? Now, if we was gonna be pulling backside, that'd be that way, all right? Just for contextual purposes right there, all right? So for him, man, once he knows as a puller, this ball is hitting inside of him, okay? So he knows that his job as he pulls out here to number 91 is to kick out. He wants to make 91 go this way, all right? He wants 91 out here, not going in there, okay? So right here, good initial blow. Man, hat under hat, has the leverage where he needs to. Back has a hole right here. Then from there, good job keeping his feet moving. Why is it important to keep your feet moving? Anybody can deliver a good initial blow, but the people who are able to sustain that blow and also get movement, it comes with moving your feet. You got to keep the feet hot afterwards, right? Now, as a whole, I would love to see him get a little bit more movement, just make this hole bigger for Montgomery right here. But as a whole, man, this is really good in terms of just hat on the hat, making sure that he has his guy. 91 isn't a factor in this play, and it ultimately gave the running back that opportunity to cut it and run the ball where it's supposed to go. As I said, man, anybody that watched the Bears last year, this O-line situation was terrible at times. But it's certain things that you can see in terms of just flashes. And Rashaad gives you a good amount of flashes. Like I said, it's consistency. That's the big thing with Rashaad, consistency, not ability. He is very much capable of doing some of these things, but consistency is going to be key for him. But this is good right here, though. Front side pull, you see him moving well. Like I said, former D lineman, so he is, he's good. He's more than athletic enough, or more than, he has more than enough athletic ability. Excuse me, getting that right out there. He has more than enough athletic ability, though, to play on this front, on this offensive line, and be able to pull and things like that. Yep. But a couple of things, man, that I would probably say in terms of my takeaway from Rashaad. Number one, consistency. You keep hearing that. That's the big theme. Number two, I would like him to get a little bit stronger, man, just in terms of him anchoring down versus some of the power rushes and bull rushes that he faced last year. And then number three, just continuing to work on those fundamentals. Him being a former D lineman, this doesn't come natural to him. Him being a former D lineman, he has to continue to, fine tune those skills because he's been on the other end of that for his whole life. So now, obviously, him coming to Pittsburgh, it'll be interesting to see how Adrian Clem is able to put that stamp on him to ultimately see if we can get him to play at the level that we want, consistently snap in and snap out. But he definitely has the tools for that. So once again, I appreciate you for watching this movie. Not movie. I mean, it feels like a movie, right? But this film session, this episode, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. And until next time, baby, peace.